Nintendo fans, rejoice. There's been a lot of wonderful stuff that's been going on lately. I guess 2021 has just been a wonderful time for Nintendo fans, as we've been getting a lot of new stuff in regards to not only just the Switch, but other side projects Nintendo's doing. However, before I can jump into any of that, I would like to mention that around 70% of people that watch this channel aren't subscribed yet, so if you like what I do here, then definitely be sure to click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell. It's free and it helps out a lot. We also got a brand new merch line, which I really like, and if you like the designs here, then you can go into the link in the description below to go check them out. Alright, but enough of all that, let's get into what we got recently. So, as you might know, over the past few months, there have been some rumors in regards to the Nintendo 64 or possibly the Game Boy coming onto Nintendo Switch Online. And not too long ago, Nintendo had announced and later revealed the Nintendo Direct that they were going to have this September. Because usually they have a Nintendo Direct somewhere around every September. And while I'll admit there were a couple of things that were disappointing, like we didn't get the actual Smash Ultimate Fighter reveal, instead we just got the release date for the announcement, we did get some pretty amazing stuff. Animal Crossing New Horizons players that were fans of New Leaf should be happy to know that the Roost, one of the most beloved parts of Animal Crossing, has now finally come back in New Horizons. Since there really isn't any spots for locational pieces on any Animal Crossing island, they decided to just take up a spot in the museum, which I will admit, that's a nice little trade-off. And these updates and more should be released sometime in October or November. Those that have followed the development hell of Bayonetta 3 should be happy to announce that the game is finally going to be coming out sometime in 2022. I will admit, seeing this game and Metroid Dread finally being released after being in development hell for so long, it's kind of beautiful in a way. Like, Metroid Dread has been in development since the Nintendo DS era, and now it's finally coming out. That's incredible. However, not only did we get all of those beautiful announcements, we finally got the beloved Nintendo 64 Switch Online, and oh man, was a lot of people happy with this. While it was soured a little bit thanks to the expansion pass announcement that was made right before it, but it was made up for it due to the amount of games that they were revealing. Sure, it was only around 9 games, but man, they were a lot of games that people love. And they also revealed some of the future games that they were going to be releasing on this service, including the most surprising of all, Banjo-Kazooie. As a lot of you know, Banjo-Kazooie is owned by Rare, and Rare is now owned by Microsoft, so people were thinking that this connection wouldn't happen. However, Nintendo and Microsoft have kind of been working together for a while now, especially with the stuff that they're doing with Minecraft, because Minecraft was made by Mojang, and Mojang is owned by Microsoft now. So seeing this connection happen and seeing Nintendo show off that Banjo-Kazooie will come to Nintendo 64 Switch Online is incredible. However, not only did we get the Nintendo 64 Switch Online, but we also got the most surprising of all, the Sega Genesis Switch Online. Yes, the old 16-bit console that was supposed to rival with Nintendo has now come onto Nintendo Switch Online. And not only that, but both the Nintendo 64 and the Sega Genesis are both getting their own controllers for the service. Now, while the announcement of these controllers are amazing, and not only did they add, or finally add, the home button and other missing buttons to the top of each controller, but the Sega Genesis one was, oddly enough, they decided to have the 3-button controller instead of the more well-known 6-button controller. However, oddly enough, it turns out that 6-button controller is going to be exclusive to Japan. Yeah, Japan is going to be getting that with the Mega Drive Switch Online. And for those that don't really know what I'm talking about, the Mega Drive is the Japanese and the UK name for the Sega Genesis. I will admit, the one thing that I did find disappointing about the announcements for the N64 and Genesis Switch Online is that they haven't revealed the pricing of this expansion pass. Some people are speculating that it's going to be a 50% increase, and it said we'll have to pay $30 a year. Some people are saying double, which I don't want to think about, but I will say they'll either do something in between the current price and a 50% or the 50% and double increase. I'd say they'll do something in between either of those. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. Even with the added extension pass thing, regardless of how much that we have to pay for it, I'm just really happy that they added it here anyway, and this could hopefully be a gateway to other stuff being added to Switch Online. Now, the last thing I want to talk about when it comes to the Nintendo Direct was the announcement of the casting for the upcoming Illumination Super Mario movie. Shigeru Miyamoto walked in on screen looking as wonderful as ever, and during this time, he had talked about what the casting was going to be for the Mario movie. A lot of people wanted Charles Martinet, who had voiced Mario for the past 25 years, to do the voice again in this movie. However, they decided not to on here and instead put him to the side and have him do either some cameo or references or other character stuff. Instead, we're going to be having Chris Pratt, who plays Star-Lord in Guardians of the Galaxy, and Emmett on the Lego Movie, as Mario. Instead of Samantha Kelly being Peach, instead we have Anya Taylor-Joy, who I don't even know. Instead of Charles again as Luigi, instead we got Charlie Day, who plays Benny the Spaceman on the Lego Movie, and more famously Charlie Kelly on It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. The most ridiculous ones being Keegan-Michael Key from Key and Peele fame as Toad, and fucking Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong.
Whoa, hey, Mario, banana slam, am I right?
What?
Whoa, hey, what's the matter? Calm down.
But the most surprising casting for this movie, and the one that I think anybody can agree was the best casting for this movie, was the legendary Jack Black as Bowser. Poe himself as Bowser. That's incredible. I think these recent video game animated films have done a wonderful job casting their villains. After all, Jim Carrey played one hell of a Dr. Robotnik. He did a great job in that film. So I really hope Jack Black does the same thing here in the Mario movie. As for Charlie Day, I have heard some clips from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and I can hear that little bit of Luigi in him. So if he does a full-on Luigi impression, I'd say he'll do a good job.
So I go up to Pepe's office, and what do I find out, man? What do I find out? There is no Pepe Sylvia. The man does not exist, okay? So I decided, oh, buddy, I gotta dig a little deeper.
As for Anya, never heard of her, never seen her in anything, but I'd say she'll do decent. And for Chris Pratt, oh dear, I kind of feel bad for him. Ever since this casting got revealed, a lot of people were either upset or just found it funny that Chris Pratt was doing Mario, and it got so bad to the point where Bo Blacks even did a Twitter versus about it. And even when he went on Instagram and saying that he wasn't going to be doing a monotone voice or anything, people still got worried about it.
Row of karma dominoes to come crashing down on me, but as it is right now, it's a Mario. That's not the voice. You'll have to wait to hear the voice, but we've been working hard at it.
I don't know what kind of voice he's going to be doing, but I really hope he reveals it soon so that way Twitter can calm down about it. This whole thing about celebrity casting has brought up stuff about, like, you know, Robin Williams saying how he didn't want Disney to promote the fact that Robin Williams was the genie in Aladdin, but they decided to do so anyway and screwed him over, and that's what caused the tirade of celebrity voice acting. But I'm going to be honest, if they could do a good job at it, let them cast it. Jim Carrey is very well known, and he played a great Robotnik. I've been seeing a lot of people compare the Sonic movie to the Mario movie, saying that the Sonic movie is already going to be 100 times better. But the real irony was when all of the trailers and all the stuff for that came out, and the fact that Roger Craig Smith wasn't going to be Sonic in this film, a lot of people had doubted it. Especially after that one god-awful trailer that they did in 2019. And now that movie is highlighted as one of, if not the greatest video game movies ever. I know it's kind of already bad that Illumination is going to be animating this damn movie, but I will admit, because there wasn't any clips of it out yet, and because we haven't even heard the voice acting yet, it's kind of ironic to say that the movie is already going to flop when we said the exact same thing about the Sonic movie. So as for now, let's just let it happen. We haven't seen anything yet, so hopefully it'll probably go well, especially with Miyamoto kind of being a part of it. And as for now, all we have is the release date, and it's scheduled for release sometime during the holidays of 2022. So now that the direct is out of the way, I want to talk about another thing that's been going on lately, and that's in regards to the Nintendo Switch OLED model. The controversial Nintendo Switch revamp had been revealed around a month and a half ago. It was scheduled for release on October 8th, with pre-orders being released about a week after. However, curiously enough, some people are already starting to see Nintendo Switch OLED models popping up on store shelves early, and some people are already getting theirs shipped and delivered early too. And it's not even been a week before the system is getting released. So, naturally, those that got their OLED models decided to compare it to the original Switch model, and oh man, there were a lot of wonderful comparisons. Like, take this comparison to Mario Kart 8, for example. I know we're only seeing it through a screen right now, so we can't really see the major differences, but you can already see it through this before and after shot. Look at how colorful the Switch OLED model is. Not only look at how colorful, but look at how bigger the screen model is. I know some people are saying it's just 720p, but having a 1080p or even 4K screen on a tiny screen like that, it's kind of redundant. I could see why they didn't go for that option, but either way, still, the screen looks beautiful. I love it. Even the unboxing had also been improved. Kevin Canson showed off the whole packaging and everything in a video recently, and I will admit, it's very tasteful. I love it. It's that kind of packaging that definitely enables people to keep the packaging rather than throw it away. You know, it's kind of like with iPhones in a way. The packaging is just so nice, you don't want to throw it away. So, what are your thoughts on the stuff that got announced for the Nintendo Direct? And what are your thoughts on the Switch OLED model? Tell me in the comments. And if you have any suggestions as to what I should talk about next, then be sure to submit them via Twitter, Discord, and in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed this video, then definitely be sure to hit the like button. And if you are new, the subscribe button, as well as the notification bell, so you'll be notified whenever I upload a video. And if you want to support me even further, again, the merch link will be in the description below. And with all that said, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, mother out.